Then you should say like 3, 2, 1.
Not yet. It says I'm live on the top left.
Okay, you are. Hold on. I think you are. Hold on.
I have 11 people. 15. Hi, guys.
Yeah, you can start saying hi or saying konnichiwa or something.
Hello. This is so awkward.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 1 second. Okay, let me just name the video.
Okay.
And 1 second.
Hello, everyone.
That's Lindsey Berg. Okay, the angle is good.
Can I type to them? Hi, or
Yes,
just
you
respond?
can. You can talk to them for sure. Go for it.
Hi, guys. Thanks for joining.
Okay. I'm almost done here. Okay, Lindsey. 3,
Hello.
2, 1, and we're live. Hey, Volleywood. This is a world exclusive, and she's live all the way from Japan. We have former setter from Team USA and 2-time Olympic silver medalist Lindsey Berg. Lindsey, how's it going?
It's going great. Thank you for having me, Ace. This is awesome.
No, thanks for joining us. First of all, good morning. How's everything in Japan? How's your trip so far in Japan?
Japan has been incredible. This is my first time. I have been here since my career. So every time I came here, which is 10 to 15 times, it was always the gym, the hotel, eat, and haven't been able to experience Japan, and it has been incredible. I've been here for about 12 days, and I have a few more days, and I'm having a blast. It's really fun.
And you are there to watch the FIVB Women's World Championship, correct?
Yes, I came to throw myself back in this volleyball world a little bit. I know we'll talk about what I'm doing at the end. But yes, it's the first time I've watched also in person a huge tournament since I've played. And it's been really fun, really interesting, really cool to be on the other side of things. And I'm so happy to be here.
Now, Lindsey, you've been retired from the sport, for 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, I'd say my last real season professionally was 2012 to 13 with Fenerbahce in Istanbul, and then after that, Karch and I continued to talk and make a decision if I was going to continue, and obviously I didn't, and so I've pretty much been retired since then.
So when you saw Team USA there in Japan, you see the volleyball court and the Japanese crowd who are big fans of volleyball. What was the feeling like when you kind of walked into the gym, and this time you're not actually an athlete, but a spectator or someone who doesn't play volleyball in the gym or in this amazing hall in Japan? How was it?
It was incredible. I have played, I believe, in all of the halls that I have watched this trip in Osaka and Nagoya and Kobe, and it was great. Unfortunately, the first time they play Japan will be in a couple days, so that full experience of the sold-out crowd was not during their games. There was a good crowd, especially against China, had brought a huge crowd, and then they started to pack in all the Japanese fans later. But just in general, to again see different countries playing each other in such a great sport, with such a great audience, is really special, and I was really happy I did this trip.
Now, did it make you miss playing and competing, or no?
Not really. I'm pretty much over all of that. I do miss the travel. I do miss having teammates and just competition, and even seeing the other teams. Those things are irreplaceable in memories that you really can't duplicate. But no, I'm good being done, and it's nice to be on the other side of things.
And by the way, before I start asking you the questions, the camera loves you, by the way, because a few days ago, I think it was during the match between USA and China, They actually show you on camera a couple of times.
I think somebody told them I was there.
And you were on your phone. I was telling you that you could be a meme eventually.
It was during the timeouts. Come on.
Okay, Lindsey.
Yes.
First question of the day. It's pretty much trending within the volleyball community. Team USA getting eliminated, not being able to defend the World Championship crown. They lost to China. They lost to a very strong Dutch team in 5 sets. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so my thoughts are coming from just this tournament because I have to admit I haven't followed them since Rio too much. So I'm familiar with the girls and getting to know them better. My thoughts, the positive end of things is that the team that wins world championships never gets gold at the Olympics. So maybe this is time to get gold at the Olympics. But I think they didn't play their best, in my opinion, in the first and second round. But they did play well, especially against China for the second time when they went 5 with them. And then the Dutch came out and just didn't want to lose. And number 10 was incredible. Forgive me for not knowing her name, but there's some strong volleyball going out on there, and it was really nice to see, pretty consistent. And I don't know, I think there's a good future and it's promising, and they can't get down just because of this elimination.
No, I've been reading all these comments on social media, and some fans or volleyball people who love volleyball and who follow USA Volleyball and the teams, they're saying a few things. I'm not even going to ask about the nasty things I've read, but some of the comments, the common comments that I've read include bringing some new blood into the team. And we're 2 years away from Tokyo. What are your thoughts on that one?
Like I said, it's hard for me to say. I have not been in the gym with them or hear the conversations that Karch has with them or been in their culture for a long time since Karch has been there. So I think that's very difficult for anyone to judge or say. Yes, everyone is okay to have their opinion of who they think is good, who they don't. Throughout my whole career, nobody thought I should be on the team, So I think everyone has their own opinions and they're free to say them, but Karch has it under control. He's very loyal. He's been working with the girls that are there for a while, and they're working really hard. I was very impressed with their energy, with their work ethic. I got to go to practice, and I mean, everyone's going to have something to say, but Karch is a good coach, was a good player, has it under control, and I think we just got to trust their process and his process.
No, what about, you played with Destiny Hooker and Nicole Fawcett, and these are the 2 names that I read a lot from the comments. Some are saying that, invite these 2 players again. Any thoughts on this?
I don't know. Again, it goes to what Karch and his culture is within the team. I don't know if that's something that he will do, invite people so close coming up to the Olympics or keep the women that are there, So it's very hard for me to say because I don't even know the answer. Destiny hasn't been in the program for a while, so that would actually surprise me. Nicole was going for Rio and was probably one of the last people to get cut and is still strong and is still playing. I don't know. I think he's got to do what he believes in and what he thinks is best for the team's culture.
Now, Lindsey, for someone who has dealt with defeats throughout your career, how did you handle, the day after, or even after a very important match and then you lost that match, and how did you handle those things emotionally?
It's really tough. And they were really, really bummed. And I mean, they came off a huge win this summer of the new Grand Prix, and I think they really expected at least to be in the top 4, and I think they know they had a chance and had some missed opportunities for sure. I believe that, and I think they know that, but all they can do now is learn from it, see what happened. I do believe they played an incredible match against China when they went 5. They did miss a couple opportunities to win that match, but it was a very high-level volleyball game. Against the Dutch, I think they were missing a little bit, and unfortunately, that's the do-or-die match, and I think they're going to look back and realize there are some things they could have done better and hopefully learn from that and go into next year's World Cup, which is the first qualifier, even stronger.
And Lindsey, Brazil isn't even in the final 6, which some of their fans are saying it's quite surprising that Brazil isn't even in the final 6. Compared to when maybe between 2008 and 2012 and now, what's the biggest difference that you've noticed in women's volleyball?
Everybody's playing fast now. When I first started on the national team before Athens, we were still setting sky balls to Taiba Hanif and still setting higher. And slowly but surely, we all started setting a little faster, like Japanese team, the Chinese team, the Thai team. And I think now everybody is playing fast. It is a very physical, requires a lot of great timing, and it's really fun to watch, really exciting to see.
Now, speaking of, the Chinese team, you've seen them play. Of course, China has Zhu Ting, coached by Jenny Long Ping, who was also your coach back in 2008.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Chinese team?
They are the tallest team I've ever seen. It's pretty incredible. They are mobile. They're very tall. They have a lot of emotion, which the Chinese teams didn't necessarily have throughout my whole career. They're fighting hard. They are very young. They're tough, but like I said, USA played them well. They set the middle a lot during that match, which is what USA needs to do, and they can compete with each other, and it's going to be interesting to see the next 2 years with those two teams.
Now, the other teams that are in the Final 4 or were in the Final 6, we have Serbia, Italy, Japan, the Dutch team, USA, and China. What are your thoughts on the Japanese team? I believe you haven't seen them live yet, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen the Japanese team. I heard they fought very, very hard against Italy, who was undefeated at that time, until they lost to Serbia. Italy played an incredible match against USA in that second round, so I was very impressed with Italy. I haven't seen them that good in a long, long time, maybe even my first Olympics. So that was exciting to see as well. Japan always has their crowd, and they always play incredible in Japan. So it's never, this match for 5th place for USA is going to be very tough. Coming off a loss, that's devastating, and then having to play the home team. But it's a good learning experience. This is something that they need to do, and they need to come out and perform and not take this game lightly.
What about your thoughts on Serbia? I know that you haven't seen the team as well, but any thoughts on them from what you've heard, from what you've read?
Yeah, Serbia is always going to be very dangerous. They always have young, taller girls. And even when in my last Olympics, they're getting better and better each year and becoming one of the best European teams along with Italy and Russia. So Serbia is always pretty scary and always coached well, and the girls fight hard.
Your thoughts on Italy, led by Paola Egonu?
Yeah, I had no idea where she came from. I was like, who is this girl? She was unreal against USA. And I asked a little bit about her from some other people, and they say just she continues to get better and better almost each match and is becoming really mature and consistent. And, she's great. She killed us. So it's probably pretty exciting for that Italian team to have that young talent as well as their other outside hitter. And yeah, they're a good team.
You know what? She's only 19.
I know.
By the way,
I know.
That's young.
That's crazy.
Lindsey, did you play with any of these players back when you with or against when you were playing professionally?
Yeah, Bozzetti was on my team along with also her younger sister. So Lucia's playing right now. Kate, I think, got hurt and wasn't ready for this tournament. So I played with both of them in Villa Cortese. And I played against Ortolani. I think Ortolani's on the bench. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But that's it. The rest of them are pretty young compared to me.
And the final team, we have the Dutch team. I think, you know what, I'm going to be honest, they were not on my list. And I didn't mean to cross them off my list. It's just
Right.
that all these teams are so strong, and then here comes the Dutch team. I think they are the dark horses of this tournament, and it's just so amazing to see this team. They don't have their star middle player, Robin, who is recovering, and guess what? They're in the Final Four. What are your thoughts on this team?
They fought so hard 2 days ago. Down 2-0, and even though they had that first set and USA came back, that team did not give up on that match. And I think that was the main difference of why USA lost. The Dutch team was on fire. Number 10 was on fire. They fought for every point. They never let their energy down. That was very impressive. And yeah, they're going to be, the other teams in the Final Four need to watch out, because they're on a roll, and I feel like maybe they think they have nothing to lose as well. So they're just fighting hard and believing in each other and playing as a team.
I am actually rooting for them. Hopefully they medal. They've been making history since 2016, when they made it to the Olympics in the Final Four.
Yeah.
Under Coach Jamie Morrison, of course.
Yes.
Let's see. Who is your pick to win the World Championship?
I think it's going to be China. That's my pick.
China versus Italy, or versus Serbia, or versus the Dutch team?
What's the matchup? Italy, China? Is that the semis?
Yes.
Italy, China. So Italy beat China in their first pool, I believe.
Yes.
But I think China can pull it off. So China, and then it's the Dutch or Serbia.
Serbia.
I think Serbia. Even though I haven't seen them play, but I have no idea. I'm just going to say that.
We will have a rematch from the 2016 Olympic gold medal match.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting. Now, Lindsey,
Yes.
You are in Japan to watch the World Championship, and you
Yes.
also have this special project going on.
Yeah.
Can you please tell us more about it?
Yes, it's just the start, and I don't know how many people know what's going on in my life, but I've pretty much been out of the volleyball world, just a couple coaching things here and there, a couple consulting gigs, but in general, I haven't been too much in it. But it's still, this whole time bothered me that, and I feel that I need to give back more to the volleyball community, because it did so much for me in life as a child growing up and playing volleyball, having a team sport, all of the things that I got from playing volleyball. I still feel I need to give back, and it still makes me really mad, pretty much, that all the little girls in the USA don't really know who they should aspire to be. They don't know the names of the women on the national team or the ones that make the Olympic team. I can walk in a junior nationals gym and nobody knows who I am but older coaches. The same thing, Jordan Larson will walk in and maybe 50 people will know her. And it still really pisses me off, excuse my language. So I'm decided to create this project, and I got the blessing of the team and Karch to get a lot of content of insider information, but not insider as in news of things to report, but different types of things on how did you choose this college, what were the struggles that you went through growing up, and just different things that all of these young athletes in the United States and hopefully all over the world, things that can help them be better and get a college scholarship, or just all of these different things that you go through. Social media, how do you deal with bullying? How do you deal with being called fat? Or how do you deal with being 6'2" at 12 years old? So there's just all these different things that sometimes only parents don't know how to deal with. And coming from the women, the athletes, and me and other ex-volleyball players that have been through it all, I want to share all of this information and try to motivate, inspire, educate, all of the above.
Now, when do we see the official, the website?
Yeah, so the website's being worked on right now, and it will just be a simple landing page with a teaser that I'm actually going to drop in the next few days. Just a little teaser, and during the next couple months, I'll start to release content of why I'm doing this, kind of like the explanation here, a little bit of my story and what is making me do this, and then also start to release some teasers of the things that I've captured here in Japan, and then by January start to really deliver this content.
hey, you can count on Volleywood to help you promote, your
Thank
project.
you. I really appreciate it. And why it's called the Cuore Project, and Cuore means heart in Italian. And there's a quick story behind that is I almost quit volleyball after Athens Olympics. I was very unhappy, and I got a offer to go to Italy for my first professional experience. And I said, I have to do this. Great coach, great money, all of the above. Let me see if I can get the love back for something that was my first love. I went there, and people that have followed my career know that I stayed for 7 years, and throughout my whole process there, playing with heart and passion as I always do. And so that's pretty much, it's a passion project for me and want to give back. So that's why it's called that to start. Who knows, it can develop into something, but I got to start somewhere,
That's pretty exciting. Now, Lindsey, speaking of your career, when you felt like you wanted to quit after Athens, Athens was not a good Olympics for Team USA.
Not at all.
How did you recover from all these things? The times that you were bashed, or that you were put down, or the times that you just felt that you wanted to give up volleyball. How did you bring yourself back up into the game, or into the sport, or into the whole scene? I'm just wondering.
No, fortunately, I have the best support system ever. My parents are incredible. My grandmother's incredible. My sister's incredible. And then the ones in the volleyball world that truly did believe in me and were close to me and believed in my play and my leadership, I kept those people close and always stayed true to myself of knowing how hard I was working, knowing that I was always trying to help my teammates around me, and that's all I was doing. So I could only control what I could control. Everyone can have their own opinion. They can say whatever they want, especially with this internet now these days. So I just try to continue to go in my path and believe in myself, and keep good people around me. And I also learned how to take a lot of responsibility for things. So some of this negative feedback I learned from.
Now, going back to Japan, what are your next plans? I know that the final round is going to be in Yokohama.
Yes, I am still debating and going to be honest if I'm going to go to that match. I am in Tokyo. I have never been to Tokyo as a tourist, so I'm going to enjoy these couple days. I'm set to be here through the whole finals, and I'll decide if I want to go see that match or not, or just take a little time, think about everything that I've gathered here, take a couple days to myself to plan this project out a little bit. So I don't know, but I'm here and going home to Hawaii for a couple days from here. And then the hard work starts with all of this content, as you know, of trying to develop these stories.
Now, speaking of being a tourist, how does Lindsey Berg pack, by the way?
Do you want to see?
Yeah, sure. Why
Well,
not?
I'm in a very cute hotel, but I have one big bag. Can we see? Ooh. One big bag, a garment bag. Yeah, that's how I pack. I've been pretty good recently. There's oh gosh, sorry guys. Sorry, I'm really bad with this. There's a good company Away. I'm sure you heard of. Their bags are great, and my sister bought a big one and a small one for me for my travels this past summer, and it's really helped me attempt to pack. But yeah, one big bag. This is pretty good for me. I'm gone for 3.5 weeks, and I love clothes, so this is impressive.
Now, I'm just wondering, I'm actually going to Japan in November. Any travel tips, or what are the things that you must have in your purse, for example?
Just your cell phone or a camera. I mean, there's so many great things and pictures that you can capture. Japan, they're so great. They provide everything, though. They're so helpful. I've been taking the train everywhere. Everyone tries to help, even if they don't speak the language. And you really could probably come with nothing, to tell you the truth. They have these capsule hotels that I'm scared of staying in, but I've been reading up on them, and they're really safe. And you could live in a capsule hotel the whole time here and be just fine. Have you heard of those?
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Are we going to see Lindsey Berg walking in flats or heels all over Tokyo?
So I've been in sneakers most of the trip. I didn't even bring a pair of heels. I brought a pair of boots that has a small heel, but because I don't know if anybody knows, but I had a full knee replacement a year ago. So I'm trying to be a little better with my decisions on my shoes, but I brought a pair of Jordans, the Vogue collaboration Jordans for you fashion junkies out there, and a Common Project sneakers, and then I just have a pair of little boots. So I did good. You'd be impressed, Ace, with my only bringing 3 pairs of shoes.
I'm actually surprised, to be honest with you. All right, Lindsey, before I let you go, can we do the rapid questions? It's going to be very quick.
We can.
So I'll be asking you all these random questions about volleyball and non-volleyball, of course.
Okay.
Starting with Miss Lindsey Berg, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you about life right now?
9.
What is your favorite app on your phone?
Instagram.
Well, I was going to ask Facebook or Instagram, but what is your Instagram ID?
My personal Instagram ID is Napela, Napela. It's my middle name, Hawaiian middle name.
Now, is it coffee or tea?
Coffee.
How long does it take for you to get ready to go out?
20 minutes.
Now, back then, what was the most difficult part about being a national team player?
The most important part?
Hardest.
Oh, the hardest part is the other things that you give up in life. Just not being able to see your family, special events, just a lot of, giving up a lot.
When was the last time that you played volleyball?
I played in a charity beach volleyball tournament about a month and a half ago.
Now, is it red, white, or blue?
None.
Now, if you could have a dinner with any fashion designer in the world right now, who would it be?
Ooh, that's tough. Oh, man.
Name 3. How's that? Name 3.
Oh, gosh. Virgil from Off-White and now Louis Vuitton, just for his growth and creativity. That would be my person.
Now, what is the most expensive thing you are bringing with you in Japan?
It would be my bag that I carry around all the time. It's ready-made. It's a Japanese brand, and it looks like a Birkin bag because they kind of stole the silhouette and got busted for it. But it's made out of old army material, and it actually has Lindsey printed on it, and that's just random.
Now, Lindsey Berg, if you could be outrageous for a day without any rules in your life, what would you do?
Just for a day?
Well, maybe, okay, just for a day, or maybe a week. How's that?
I would be flown around in a private plane to maybe like 10 different places.
Now, what was the last picture that you took from your phone?
Last night, outside of my hotel, which is really, really cute, has a Japanese restaurant, and I was taking all the little pictures of the little details in that restaurant.
Now, is it diamonds or pearls?
Diamonds.
What is your favorite song at the moment?
I don't know.
When was the last time you went clubbing or went out and danced with people?
Before my trip, a while before my trip. I don't know, maybe 2 months.
Would you ever... No, what color was your prom dress?
Black.
Is it text or call?
Both.
Describe your fashion style off the volleyball court.
Chic and edge together.
Now, how many pairs of shoes do you have back home?
Oh, I don't know.
A lot?
Yeah, but I got rid of a lot. I'm doing good. I have about 6 in rotation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've toned it down a little bit.
I'm surprised. I'm kidding. Lindsey, what is your spirit animal?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I've never thought about it.
Let me know after.
Okay.
What is the hashtag of your life?
Go for it.
Now, the best volleyball advice you've ever received from anyone. Volleyball advice you've ever received from anyone.
To continue to make people around you better.
Now, the best advice you can give to anyone out there who wants to be a setter or who wants to play for a national team or who wants to be a professional player.
Make your teammates better.
Now...
Heads up, my iPad might die.
Okay, we're almost done here.
Okay.
Describe your volleyball journey in one word.
Rough.
Really?
No. It's like, I don't know, complicated. It was definitely a journey. How about a journey?
Yeah, I'll take it. Let's see. What is the sound of a giraffe?
I don't know.
Can you make a sound? No, they actually make a sound.
I don't want to make any sounds on this.
Okay, and the final question is, okay, out of the blue, you actually see 3 versions of Lindsey Berg, one from the past, one from the present, and one from the future. What would you tell Lindsey from the past?
To read more books and prepare for after volleyball better.
What about Lindsey from the present?
To continue to go for it with this passion project, the Kore project, and don't give up.
And Lindsey from the future?
Continue to take risks.
Perfect. Now, Miss Lindsey Berg, any words to your fans or supporters who are, the people watching us now? Any message for them?
Super thankful for you guys. Please follow my project. It's something that means a lot to me and means a lot, I hope, will touch the lives of all the little girls out there playing. And hopefully you guys will, get to know the USA national team better as well. And that's it. I'm really thankful, and thank you, Ace, for always being a supporter of this sport that is so great. And that's it.
Thanks for the time. And the final way to end this interview is that you just need to fill in the blank, okay?
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Hey, Volleywood. I am Miss Lindsey Berg, and I am...
amazing.
I love it. Yay! Hey, enjoy the rest of your stay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Bye,
much. You take care,
everyone.
Lindsey.
Bye-bye.